that I get here? Where do I begin? Where can I feel safe?
Who can I talk to? Does anybody understand me? Where can I turn to?
Let's start the conversation.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Parham.
And I'm Brittany.
Yeah, I'm Ryan.
This is another episode of Sober Talk presented by Hunter House.
Yes.
And speaking of Hunter House, we got some news up for you guys.
Yes, so in Hunter House News, we are having an all-white party, y'all. It's going to be called White Out for Recovery, where we're supporting people in recovery, getting them in beds, just supporting the whole recovery journey. It's going to be June 13th from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. at the Eastside Alano Club. We'll have more details for y'all next week, but we would love to see y'all come out. We would love to meet y'all, get to see y'all in person, hug y'all, whatever.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Party at. And if
I'm
anybody
excited.
is looking to help sponsor anybody within this all-white party,
Yes.
please let them know where they can find us on Hunter House.
Yes, you can find us at Hunter House Recovery on Facebook. You also can email us at sobertalk3@gmail.com. I was just talking about this at church today. If you have any unused talents or any talents that God put on your heart that you want to give back to people in, definitely reach out. We can make room for you, or we'll have the room for you. Whatever you would like to offer, we would love to take it.
Let's get it.
Yes.
So, what is the Brittany-ism of the day?
Okay, y'all, they done started this Britneyism stuff, and it's just Bible-isms. Like, it's not even Britneyisms, but I'll give you a Britneyism of the day, which is a Bible-ism. Love is the greatest commandment of all, and in order to get rid of hate and division and war and all this stuff going on, we literally all just gotta love each other. It's so simple. It is so simple. Love is an action word. The more God says that we show how much we love him by loving other people. That's literally, the first commandment is love your God above all else. The second commandment is love your neighbor as you love yourself. And you'll fulfill every other commandment. So that's my Britneyism.
I like it. And she right on cue.
Yep.
Not even thinking about it.
We talked about it yesterday. We had a women's expo called All About Love at our church. So we learned how God loves us, how to love other people. And it was really good, y'all. It was nice for women to come together. So it was the first thing on my heart.
That's what's
I like it.
up.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to get back into church heavy.
I want y'all to come on Easter. I'm going to invite you guys.
You gotta be there.
I have a list of people that we have to all pray for 3 people. Two were on my list to come. So
Okay.
Ain't gonna be in there. I've been praying, so I'm not gonna burn up like for my past and nothing.
no,
Just walking like, oh my.
no, we love
How
to
you
have
feel when you
you.
walk in there?
Our church isn't like that. There are churches that are like that though, but we love, we are so, that was the thing that had got me to my church, was that everybody was just so kind and loving when I first came in. The reason why I even started going to church, it wasn't even to go to church. My little cousin that I was taking care of at the time kept going to this church. And I'm like, who are these people? Who are these people you hanging with? I didn't know anything about a pastor and a first lady. All I was thinking about was stuff I saw in movies. I'm like, this is weird. So then I started going to their church, and just to see her and see how she was moving through there. And it was like a domino effect. Like, God was working so crazy. He was like, oh no, you were supposed to be here.
Ooh.
And that's how I ended up there. So it was nice.
What's up? I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good little church
Yeah.
sermon. So what's going on? What we got on topic today, man? What are we about to discuss with the people?
Influence. The power of influence. Dun, dun, dun.
I love that topic.
Okay.
I do. Because influence, to me, is always, why are you here? I mean, yes, we talked about identity, but what kept you in sobriety?
Right.
And there's so many people that go and they have a reason why they get into sobriety in the beginning, but what keeps you there? Is it something internal, or is it external? Like, you're trying to make a significant other happy, you're trying to make your parents happy. What is it exactly that keeps you locked into your recovery and sobriety?
Yeah.
That's a good little question, man.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think influence, I always talk about how we all have a spirit of influence, like a gift of influence, but it depends on how we use our influence. We're here to influence others in some way. Every single person has that gift. So it's just how we use it. So for a while, I feel like I was using it, which we'll get into, for on social media. I'm posting me drinking, and now everybody like, oh, I'm putting a bottle on their head. It was like something I used to do. And people would tag me putting a bottle on their head. I'm like, I didn't realize how many people I was leading in darkness. But then now it's a whole different spiel. So
That reminds me of one of your posts from last week. It was like she made a honest, real commercial from the Asian restaurant that you went to.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, with the pan out and and just like literally the wraparound. She even had, I believe, the manager come and explain all the dishes that were on the table. It was literally something where I'm like, how did she do this? It is like perfectly done.
did you want to go?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I did.
I looked at it like twice. Like, oh, what was this dish?
Yeah, I
It's
know.
It's getting that.
Everything looked fantastic.
It was
And at
good.
one point, I felt like I saw the bird fly in the restaurant.
Did you?
Like a dove.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what? Where?
You would have got a red circle.
No. The dove? No. I didn't see that. That is so
Oh,
funny.
no. I'm just joking.
Yes.
Let's jump in. Man.
Okay.
Let's jump in.
So we're going to start. We have a few different topics within influence. So we'll start with influence during addiction. So what are some of the influences that kept you stuck in addiction or staying in addiction?
Man, for me, I take accountability now, today. But I would definitely say it would have to be having fun. Like, I talk about the frat house a lot, you know, especially in earlier episodes. And it was just like the frat house was a place where we just, it was terrible. It was Sodom and Gomorrah in the house.
Not Sodom and Gomorrah.
Like, we was in
Come on,
there.
Bible reference.
I know a little bit, man. I know a little bit. But we was in there just wilding out. So when I went to Tennessee or went to Florida or something like that, I tried to replicate that. So it was like my big brother, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be there everywhere I go. I'm gonna do that. And I started getting older, had responsibilities, and it was like, no, I still wanna live a frat house life. So yeah, that probably kept me stuck.
So your brother
Brother.
that had the frat house.
I love you,
was the
bro.
Initial influence.
But my oldest brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For me, freedom. Freedom, because it was like I was away from home. So of course college is like just a whole new world. And what's keep playing in my head right now, do you ever heard that song, We Are Young? I forgot who sings it. Buddy, when that song came on, exactly.
Yeah.
You felt like you wanted to burn the whole city down.
Yeah.
wait in the West Bloomfield that I just
Boy, I'm from the east side.
But yeah, that was really what my college experience was like. That's the best way to put it. It's just we are young, and where we at tonight? And it was every single day out of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, especially when I hit 21, bar night every single year. And they would always have a promotional, all right, it's Wayside Wednesday, it's Grotto Thursday, it's
Thirsty Thursday.
You know how it is. Yeah, exactly. So it was just like, what? Okay, I went to class, I did my homework, I took the exam. Now what?
For sure.
And that was just what it was. It was like, it was that lifestyle. That was the influence. It was that all of, I don't have any care in the world. I can do whoever I want. I can live that lifestyle.
Yeah. I remember that they used to have the different themes for the bar. The marketing back then, now that I think about it, was crazy.
Absolutely.
With college. So that's crazy to think about. Mine was, so it started with I used to watch my mom and my aunt and stuff. They would drink, and I would see it when I was younger. I even remember being so young. I was like 2 years old, and I remember going up to my mom and showing her I was drinking my grandpa beer. I'm like, look, Mom, and I was drinking it. Then one time I came upstairs and puffing a cigarette that wasn't even lit. I'm like, look, not even realizing that it was influencing me so young, but that for sure, seeing them drink, and they were just like those girls. Like my mom, my aunt were like those like the it girls. And when they was fly, they drink with their friends, and I was like, I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to get older and have me a drink. I used to think that as a kid. And I remember the first time I was able to drink, then it became high school. I went to a predominantly white high school. So my friends' moms was buying us alcohol in 7th grade. So we started there. Hopefully they can't get in trouble for that now. But we started
Seventh grade.
Her mom was buying her mom was an addict.
Yeah.
So her mom was a straight, and now I think back on it, her mom was an addict. So it made sense.
Yeah.
Thank God she clean now, the girl. So we talked not too long ago, and she's in recovery too. And she in Texas. And so then it was that. And then in high school, it was the parties that was the influence for me that kept me stuck. And just I was able to be who I wanted to be at the time. Like it made me feel more confident than when I was sober. And then I started hanging out with like older people. That was a heavy influence. And then relationships. In my adult years, relationships were a heavy influence. I remember my ex, I take accountability that I'm the reason why I'm in the place that I'm in, but he was the first person I took a Percocet with. So it was like, then it was like we would do that together, and it was like a way we would like kind of bond almost emotionally. So it just one after another. But ultimately, the main factor is people. People were my influence. And what's crazy is my therapist was telling me last week that people, we associate using and people, and sometimes when we get rid of the drugs, it's hard to let go of the people because we associate the people with the drugs. She was like, the effect that people have on your brain is like the effect that opioids have on your brain and the effect that drugs have on your brain. She was like, so it makes sense, they go hand in hand. And I'm like, that makes sense. So it was the people for me, for sure. Yeah.
I can see that. Definitely.
Yeah, because it's a fantasy.
Yeah.
And I always remember Power as well, and how Ghost would be like, I sell fantasies. And that's what the party life was for me. It was always a fantasy. Anytime I started to feel the liquor or I started to smoke, weed, whatever, whatnot, I always was like, okay, I'm outside of my normal self and I'm into my alter ego.
Yep.
And the people who are around are the people that fulfill that alter ego. And it's like, it's a whole big projection of the lifestyle that I think that I'm living compared to what I'm actually living.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
It's really funny you said that, like selling a fantasy, because I remember before I got clean, like for real this time, I was working at a bar. And I'm like, man, like, you alcoholic. I'm like, no, I'm straight. And that's what I was doing. I was selling a fantasy. People were like, let me buy you a drink. I'm like, nah, I don't drink, boo, boo, boo. But then I will get you fucked up. Oh yeah, you my buddy, you my dog, all right.
No doubt.
Man, in my head, I'm like, I'm just trying to get you for every dollar, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to buy another shot? Here go 3 more shots. You want to do this?
Yeah.
Here go that.
And I'm taking them. Like I'm taking them.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me, I know one dude, he was like, give me whatever shot. I forgot what was the hot tequila at that time. What was it, 2002, 2003? Whatever the top
I was a
tequila
baby.
Man, I had a conversation, not to interrupt, but just Bacardi 151 was hot in the streets in my college years.
Listen, I don't, well, this is not a glorified moment.
It's not.
But me and my homeboy back in our college days sat down, chilling, drinking Bacardi 151. And he had to do some type of speech. He had to do a project. I forgot what it was on, but me and him were talking, having a regular conversation. I got into my Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Huey Newton mode. I'm talking all this black radical stuff, going. My man's ended up passing the class, getting an A, and it actually got published.
What?
And I'm sitting there like, bro, I was drunk.
That's
And you wrote it.
No, we talking. He's recording it.
Oh, so he's recording this entire speech
whole
between you and.
conversation.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up, man, because it was in TSU. It was in the TSU newsletter that shit ended up getting published.
Wow. Wow.
So of course, the professor was like, "Now think about this, gentlemen. What would you have done if you were sober and doing what you're supposed to do?" I'm like,
How did they know? How do you know you was drunk?
Because he told him. He was like, "Man, we just had a drunk conversation."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But see, you guys were speaking perfectly clear, and you weren't like slurring the words, and you kind of stayed on topic.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 151 different.
I gotta
he was
see
able
it.
to. He's trying not to die, right?
There was a contest that we had. How many shots can we take at 151 without us,
I'm
like, we're, blacking out? Yeah. All right, let's stop doing the whole glorified moments because we can go on and on.
Sometimes we can be funny when you look at some of the past stuff you did before the darkness.
Yeah.
Before the darkness.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so we kind of touched on our environment and social circle, but how did media, culture, and music normalize the lifestyle? Or how does it today, or in general?
Well, I know for me, growing up, it was always, that was the cool thing to do, was to go out, party, what was Biggie's song? Party and bullshit. party and bullshit. So that was ingrained in my mind from the jump. And then just the rappers evolved, their messages continue to keep moving forward and forward. And for me, being in college was Drake, and Drake was kind of like that. He had some songs that would like really get you on the dance floor, and then he had those other songs that were a little down, but you know, you kind of rolled the emotional wave. But it was always that something where you wanted to be at the party because of the music.
Yeah.
If the DJ wasn't popping, if the DJ wasn't hyped, like somebody else is getting on and they gonna put their songs on. But it was just that atmosphere, especially with just the music that I was listening to in college.
Yeah.
But what I saw on TV was the same type of thing with the reality TV shows. Jersey Shore was big back in college. So like they was the main contributors in my junior year, my senior year, where it's like, hey, you know, what was the big saying? I'm actually like blanking on this one, but it was
T-shirt time.
T-shirt time. That's what it
T-shirt
was,
time.
man. And I had a couple years in Panama City with you know, that spring break lifestyle. And yeah, it was just like what you saw. I saw MTV growing up where they had those contests and everything like that. So it was just from the jump. MTV, BET, VH1, all of them.
Yep.
Just
When they
all
play
played it.
videos.
Man.
Yeah.
Early morning video.
Bro, what was those videos? BET Uncut?
Yeah, that was in the middle of the night too.
Yeah, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Was it Tip Drill?
I'm not gonna say it, but yeah.
Okay, I mean, what are we talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, all right, I get sidetracked.
For me, I don't really think music or nothing really influenced me that much, man. It always stayed people. Like a club, I was never a big club person, ever. I think in my entire life, I've been to the strip club one time. And I already real fast seen, I was like, oh, this is the biggest hustle in the world. I just paid $40 to get in this bitch.
Not to mention parking.
Well, no, back then, you know, you might have to walk down the street. That parking stuff started later. $40 to get in, 50 for a drink, another 50 to get a dance for 15 minutes. Ain't nobody getting naked, and I'm walking out by myself. Oh, this is a hustle. I don't think this is for me, buddy. So shout out to everybody that do that shit.
That was my lane.
That's why you was making that face like, damn. But clubs, I don't like crowds of people like that. Like, so nah, I was the type that I throw music onto my head and I just be,
Yeah.
But media, music never really influenced me to do nothing.
Definitely influenced me. Culture in general. I used to want to be a video model, like so bad. I used to want to be like a Wild 'N Out girl. I used to want to like do all these things that I seen people do on TV, and I'd be like, ooh, like that's gonna be me. Like I can't wait. Or I would see like the girls in the music videos. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be me. And again, seeing my mom and stuff, and they was fly, and I used to want to be fly. I remember growing up, I used to think, oh, I want to be fly. And I would always see the girls with like a drink in their hand, a little martini. I was like, yeah, I would like a little martini. Then it started getting on the Jersey Shores and the Real Worlds. And that was heavily influential. But the music for me was extremely influential. Even the movies were influential, like Project X. I remember that was a really big movie, and everybody tried to reenact that party. Everybody tried to reenact it. But yeah, I was heavily influenced by the culture and the lifestyle that I seen, to where when I got older, I actually started to embody that culture and that lifestyle because I wanted it so bad. And I remember I think on it now, and me knowing what I know, it's intentional. They're intentionally making the music and the movies, the culture and the lifestyle, the people that they decide to make big, you know, the stars they decide to make big and what they decide to rap about. If you notice, the rappers that are conscious, they're not viral. They're not the ones that are like the Sexy Reds and the, no shade, but like the Sexy Reds and the shoot 'em up bang bang rappers that are influencing men to do that. Let's get on that. But it's like, that is something that's big, and I think now I'm learning it. I want to teach my kids that, because my mom didn't know that, so she didn't know to keep me off of that. But now I'm very like, when I had kids, no iPad for a long time, monitor on the iPad. Certain music you listen to, all that's going to be monitored because it's very intentional to make us be this way.
Yeah.
So
There's a whole conspiracy behind it.
Yeah.
It's just to keep us stuck.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
Yep.
That's what I do. We monitor my son's stuff now. Like,
Yeah.
Your game time is only for so much.
Yeah.
You know, all that.
Yeah, even on the games you see, like you would play. I used to play certain games like The Sims, and your Sims would like, I used to have the Sims down. They would like have a drink, and you know, I would go to the bar, bring a man home. It was crazy. Like I was in 3rd grade. So
I mean, I was with you on that.
Yeah.
The Sims was heavy in
Play
my
Sims
mind.
too?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I used to have the mods and everything. Ooh, I would pick it back up a little bit.
I would make sure that I can build my own house and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I used to love Sims. They have it now too. Not to get off subject, but they have it now. My friend plays it, and they have like the mods and stuff.
I
now.
can't do
I'm
it.
thinking
I
about
can't do
doing
it now. I'll get too distracted.
Yeah, feel it. Okay, so
Never touch it. Never, buddy.
how did isolation and internal voices like shame or guilt influence your addiction?
That was my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, isolate, man. I ain't want to talk to nobody, do nothing, pick up the phone. I think I'll probably only pick up the phone for my son. And that was it.
Yeah.
And that's only because if I didn't pick up for him, then his mom will call, then his my mom will call. It was a domino effect. So it's like, oh, hey, son, this, and this. And that's when I was just on a bender. And then isolation, what was it, isolation and what?
Internal voices.
Oh, yeah. You know, tell myself I hate you, you ain't shit, like all type of stuff, man. And I would come from the liquor store, look in the mirror and just talk down bad about myself. Bad. And I think it went into like having a high confidence to now you drinking so much, now you got the lowest confidence in the world. So it's like going from one hiatus to the low. So yeah.
So when you would first start drinking, you would have that high confidence.
Oh, no,
and then
no.
eventually you would come down.
I'm talking about before drinking, period.
Oh,
like
okay.
addiction.
Okay, got you.
Like, I was already at low confidence when I was drinking. I would go to the liquor store. You know you shouldn't be doing this. You about to lose everything. Hey, that other voice, that one all the way in the back of the head, I don't give a fuck how you feeling right now. I'm telling you to do something. Fuck him, fuck everybody else. Go do what I just told you to do. I gotta listen, bro. So.
That's deep.
Yeah, for real. For me, it got worse over time. You know, in college, it was, all right, this is fun. This is cool. But then after college, when shit started to hit the fan and life started to fall apart, I was on autopilot. I was just, this is what I have to do to survive. Like, this is how I keep myself from throwing up. I just got to keep drinking. I just have to keep going, because if I stop, then I'm just going to feel like garbage. So, I just started to have withdrawals. So it's like, it was that moment where, I heard the internal voices and they just kept saying, get another bottle, get another beer, just get something else, because I didn't know what else to do other than just keep drinking.
Right.
Like, I was so deep into the shame, the guilt, the negative voices. But even though I kept failing and I kept losing jobs, it was just more of, so what?
Yeah.
It's somebody else's fault, not yours. But what you're gonna do right now is you're gonna go to the liquor store and you're gonna grab this bottle. And then we're gonna have our own pity party.
Go figure this out.
And we're not gonna go back home to mom and dad's. We're gonna drink in a parking lot and listen to sad music in your car. So it was deep into that, to the shame, the internal voices, of course, but I was at my lowest of my lows, I was drinking to survive. So,
Yeah. With me, it started off as a party, and then life wasn't a party anymore. The isolation played a huge part in recovery when I picked up the opioids, so the pills, because I didn't want people to know I was using. And I remember my boyfriend going to jail, my ex-boyfriend going to jail, and it was just me. And I was like, oh, you just left me in this shit by myself. And I would isolate at home, not answer for nobody. I would have those voices in my head telling me, like, you can't quit. Like, you can't quit, because if you quit, you're gonna go through those crazy withdrawals. Those are the worst withdrawals. Like, it was fear. The fear was in my head of the withdrawals, of going through that, and then the fear of telling people that I had a problem. Of course, like, there were close people to me that knew, but they wouldn't say anything. So then if they did, I would just isolate even more. Like, if you knew, oh, I'm really isolating. And I would have those voices telling me, you know, they don't care about you, or, you know, they won't care. And, you know, your boy, he left you here to do this by yourself. And it's crazy now that me being deep in my relationship with God, I know that voice was wholeheartedly the enemy, literally in my head. Like, you have your voice, you have God's voice, and you have the enemy's voice in your head. At least that's how I see it. And that was nothing but the enemy. It's telling me nothing good. Nothing good was coming from God. Why would God tell me any of that? And it was like, the enemy was so heavily influenced in my head and myself, where he would influence me to say these things to myself. And that was heavy for me. Isolation was my best friend. And then when I got into the cocaine, which was what I finally had stopped with, I isolated with people. So like me and the people that I would use with would isolate. And now it's just like a table, like 4 or 5 of us, and then people just filing in and out. And now it's like, because you don't want to do it by yourself. So now it's like, now we're isolating. And it's crazy that we're now sitting around a table like this, because I remember when we used to be around a table, I used to always say, we should start a podcast. We have really good conversation, because you just talking for days.
Right.
I don't know how you talk for days. Like, did anybody even brush their teeth? Probably not. I don't think so. I would sometimes maybe go use my finger or something, but we would just be talking for days, and it was so much we talked about, and I'd be like, we need a podcast, getting off topic, but it was like the isolating together, and then you realize like, this not okay either, because now I'm still isolated. I'm just isolating with y'all. I'm missing work. I'm missing family events. Anybody that I'm not using with, I'm not with. If I'm using with you, we together. If I'm not, we not together. So it just became a hiding thing for me. I was in hiding a lot. And I know for a fact that that's what the enemy wanted me to do, was to isolate. He wanted me to hide, because he knew that once I got into community, which we're going to talk about next, that's when things change. As soon as I hit a meeting, as soon as I finally surrendered and came to him, it was like a whole different thing. So
you realize that there's other groups out there that can support you compared to the ones that don't necessarily, and the ones that just want to keep you stuck. It's always that thing. It's not just like misery loves company, but it's, all right, you want to do this? All right, well, let me bring all these people around you. So it's like that attraction that you have. When you want to stay low, you're going to continue to have low people around you. But if you want to rise, these are the people that I want to surround you with. And it's all about which door that you want to take. And which one that, essentially God is pointing you to.
Right.
How do you talk? Do you talk yourself out of it, or do you go through that door?
Have you ever heard the saying, water seeks its own level? Which means that like water only will meet you at the level, water will only meet more water at the level it's at. It'll never rise higher. So water is seeking its own level wherever it's at. So if it's in the phase of wanting to beat people in addiction, that's where it's going to be. And then once you rise, it'll rise. Like it's like an effect. I just thought that was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Brittanyism.
It was a Brittanyism. Because there was a moment in time where I had so many friends when I was active addiction. Like everybody that I could just call and say, hey, you want to go to the bar? And then once I got sober, that phone went quiet because I didn't know anybody. It was so dry. I had no idea who was sober. I didn't know what meetings existed around me. I had no idea what recovery was. All I knew was I had to stop drinking or I was going to die. And then once I realized like, oh, there's a whole community. Let me go that way.
And it's so uncomfortable at first.
Absolutely.
It's so uncomfortable because you're comfortable with these people. You literally comfortable with them, and you even think, like, I remember having conversations like, if we think how we still be friends, we'd be like, yeah. I haven't heard from 97% of those people today.
So I don't talk to nobody today from back then. I think one time, somebody, she tried to FaceTime me some old friends of mine. I was like, oh, fucking, I ain't talked to them in years. Why the hell they wanted to random? I ain't going back.
We
gonna talk about? We used to get around this because it was Tuesday. What we doing today?
Tuesday. Okay.
And they introduced me to the nastiest stuff.
I understood.
So.
I'm trying not to share too many war stories. I'm trying to hold myself back from them.
Well, let's get into the turning point then.
Okay. We're going to make that an episode one day, wartime.
Ooh.
Maybe.
All right.
Let's get into it. Let's get into this. I don't know. I can't.
Maybe.
I can't. It's some stuff I can't. I got this between me and God.
Hey, you know what? You should
being honest. Cause
all right, maybe we not.
We all
sit back and think, we
all got them.
Okay, let's get into the turning point. What was the moment or the person that influenced your decision to get sober?
It was my dad. My dad. It was that conversation that I had with him, and it was just earth-shattering. It was like when I almost saw my dad in tears, and this guy, he doesn't get emotional. He'll get mad, but for him to be at a point where he was breaking down, tore the wall down. Tore my wall down. The wall that I had up of how, because that was my drinking buddy. My dad was my drinking buddy. Like, we'll take drinks together, you know, we'll go out together. And for him to be like, you can't hang out with me anymore. It was heartbreaking to him as well, because he knew I was going down. I couldn't handle my liquor the way he could, because he just saw how it affected me differently than it did him. And for him to have that final conversation, like, you need to just get your life together. And I don't know what you need to do, but you need to make that call. And that was the time where he was the main anchor of my sobriety and where I am to this day.
Shout out to your dad.
Absolutely.
Definitely need people like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So important.
For me, man, I think I told this story once, but Thomas. Thomas. I mean, I was at a point, the day I met him, don't judge me, but I had, like, snatched my mom's up. And I feel terrible. Like,
No, just playing. I'm not judging.
A little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I did. I had snatched her up. And I think I had to call the EMS because she was shot and passed out. My son, mom left me, so people say your kid. I'm like, I don't even fucking see him. I don't care. I almost killed myself. My stepdad, I was just like, man, whatever you trying to say, I'm not trying to hear it. I'm gonna just go along with you, the passive. My brothers weren't getting through to me. They had their own family, so focusing on me wasn't the thing. Every friend I had was gone. So I was like, fuck it, I ain't go for broke. Liquor was my influence. And then I met him, and I didn't even feel like fucking talking to him. He came to the treatment center. I had just got there, no draws, no nothing. I had on some flip-flops. And he had just gave his speech. I had my hood on. I'm walking out.
I'm sorry, wait. Okay, I didn't mean to laugh. It was the draws with the flip-flops.
I mean, I did.
You saw you was naked?
No, I had on some shorts.
Okay.
I was free balling.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
I don't know why she was trying to play that story out.
Did you see me?
Yeah, I felt her over here thinking about it, and I was trying not to, like, engage with her, but
I seen it at first.
she was just shifting between what?
Okay, sorry. At least you made it, even if you was naked.
Yeah.
You made it. I just
couldn't grasp how did you get there to that point.
Man, no drama.
So
you gotta play it back and see my
yeah,
face.
because she was like, you didn't walk in there naked.
We leaving that in there, bro.
I'm so sorry. Oh,
That is the cover for the short right there.
yes.
But no, I did. I had on the hoodie and some basketball shorts. That was it. Because I was trying to hurry up and get out the house.
Yeah.
He was talking. I was trying to hurry up and leave. I don't feel like hearing shit this old man saying. That's what I'm thinking. And he stopped. He was like,
I'm good.
he stopped me. He was like, man, what's your name? I'm like, man, Ryan. He's like, you got a PRC? I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. What do you want? What is your purpose right now? He gave me that Thomas Hunter laugh and was like, I'm your PRC.
That's how
Go talk to Marvina. I've been working with him ever since. So
I love that.
that was my influence right there.
God ordained.
God ordained. Because he didn't cuss me out a couple times. I didn't got out his him a couple times. We done had back and forths, all type of stuff. And we here today. That's my man. So
Yeah. Mine was a person, it was a moment, and it's not funny, but I remember the reason why I stopped is because everybody thought I was smoking crack, and I was so offended. I was so offended. It's not funny. Me and my friend joke about it today, because I'm like, me and crack, like, I was really upset. Like, it really upset me.
You had a Whitney Houston moment.
Yes, the Whitney, and I'm going to insert it.
I swear I was getting ready to say that.
And I'm going to insert it because that's exactly what I sent back. And I said, crack? Like, hold on, how did we get here? But also I was losing weight. I was like 140 pounds at the time, and I'm modeling.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, I don't recognize myself. Face is like sunken in. Even my friend that was on drugs was like, hey boo, you need to clean your shit up. I'm like, wait. So it took me like, it took me that moment to be like, yeah, the fact that people are thinking this and it's believable, it means that I've gone way too far. Like,
You all past the deep end.
I'm deep in it, and
Yeah.
I don't even realize it because cocaine really inflates your ego and makes you think like you just the best thing ever, until you realize like, no, boo, you 140 pounds. People think you smoking crack. Like, this is just crazy. And in that moment, I stopped. And I stopped because I realized that I didn't recognize myself. And also, let's be very clear, if I would have kept going, I probably would have been smoking crack. Like, I even came to that realization. Like, because at that time, all of my friends started like sneaking off and they were smoking it. And I didn't know they were smoking it. Because I'm like, why is y'all sneaking off and we all doing the stuff together? What is y'all doing? So it was like, oh. And then I realized like, oh, if I would have been using still, I would have been on crack. And I don't know where I would have been in that moment. Like, I could have lost my mind. I probably would have lost my mind. I could have been dead. Could have been in a crack house somewhere. Like, the situations could have been endless. So I believe that was a wake up call for me to be like, hey, you need to stop right now, because you already, like you said, there is a trap door, but you already at your rock bottom. And it's time for you to really change your life around. And that's what's the moment. There's a little humor in it, but then it also gets serious.
No, I do. The humor part was when she said my friends that was on other drugs told me to.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's when you know you're like, whoa, wait a minute, where are you coming from to tell me this?
Right. And I said, oof. So I thank God for that moment, though.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because I don't care if people think. Like, even if you think I did, I don't care. You could think anything, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm learning to get out of that. But I cared at the time, and I was like, But now it's like,
Slowly killing that ego.
yeah, I don't care. Yeah. So how powerful is it to see somebody who has successfully recovered?
Why?
What?
I know where he's at. Yeah. Do you want? I'll go. So for me, it was really important. That's why I had to get into recovery. And it was so important for me when I first got to Milford. They wanted to put me into an apartment. I know I said this like a week or two ago. And I was in an apartment with people who already had at least 6 months to a year clean. And they were just never there. They were just living their lives. Like they would either be with their girlfriends or whatnot, but they would always check in and they'd be like, hi man, how you doing? Like, we know you're new in recovery, but I just saw how they could live a normal life again because they had some clean time.
Yeah.
Like they built up a foundation. They built their life back to where you can actually enjoy life and not use drugs or alcohol.
Right.
So it was so important. My sponsor as well, and I know this was like all played out in some type of weird simulation, but my sponsor was literally right across the hall. So my sponsor was the coolest, laid back guy of all time. He was like, hey man, if you want to work the steps, cool. If you don't, all right man, it's no problem. I'm always here. So he was right across the hall. So he was like always putting some type of pressure, but not really. It was just, he's right there.
Right.
So I want to live like he's living. So I would watch him indirectly and he would just be secluded to himself. You know, he wouldn't be going out to a bunch of meetings and whatnot. But by that time, he had 2 to 3 years of just clean time, sobriety. And just to see him, you know, go to work, come home, go to a grocery store, do this, do that, help some people in sobriety. I'm like, that's a pretty chill lifestyle. I can see myself doing that, where I'm just chilling, doing my own thing, not on social media, not trying to, you know, go here, go there. It was just, I saw how life can be lived and just be so peaceful with it.
Yeah.
It was just a clear example of, you don't have to be all out in the open. You can literally just do the same thing every single day.
Yeah.
And then just live a life where you're happy with.
What was the question one more time? Before?
How powerful is it to see somebody who has successfully recovered?
Very. It's very powerful, man, because it gives you hope that it's doable.
Yeah.
You know, obtain. It's not even have to be exactly what that person has or doing, but just the fact, hey, I was just this type of person. I made it. I was an alcoholic just like you. I'm good. I could come back. I could have a life again. It kind of taught me seeing people that we be like, oh, we getting older, we in our 30s, we this, we that. But bro, we really just getting to the second quarter of our life, man. That's one thing it really gave me is that, man, cool, I started the first quarter out, I was dominating the game. I slacked the last 2 minutes of the quarter, like, when they come back the second quarter go hard. So that's what it gave me. It gave me hope that I can have a full-blown happy life and not regret a damn thing, appreciate that fucked up version of me. So.
Yeah. It's definitely powerful. But it took for it to click for me when I seen people who were like me. Like when I came to the bonfire and I remember I first went to the bonfire, I think I was like 2 weeks clean. And I came and Thomas's brother spoke about him and like who he used to be and who Thomas is now. And I remember this one girl, I never forget her. I'd never seen her again. Her name was Anna. And she spoke and she like just touched me so something crazy, like where I just started crying. And in that moment I was like, this is so possible. But it finally clicked for me because I was going to meetings for a minute, but I couldn't relate to a lot of people in my meetings. And I know that they say look for more similarities than differences, but at that time I was only looking at differences. I was very early in recovery. So when I came there and I saw that, I said, oh yeah, like this is what I needed. And I kept coming back to the bonfires. And then meeting my sponsor, Carol, she is 35 years clean. And seeing her and like she's deep in her relationship with the Lord too. And I'm like, wow, I want to be 35 years clean. Like I want that. So it's definitely powerful to have that influence around you. And I'm so glad I met her. So random too, but yeah, for sure.
You guys remember the pink cloud feeling? Or you ever heard of it?
Yes.
Did you go through that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. No? You never heard of it? No.
No, I heard of it. I've never been through it. I never did that. Man, life is good. Just
That's how it was for me the first
I
month.
ejected that shit so fast.
I looked for like everything I saw, it was just beautiful because I'd never been clean that long.
Yeah.
Like for those first 30 days, I just saw everything as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like there was color back in my life.
Yeah.
And that's just how I saw it. And of course, like reality hit when I started to do the work and look back at all the bullshit that I came from. But I mean, I thought that I could go do or say or like everything just felt fantastic. It was just like life. I was just reborn in a sense. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's just how it felt.
Nah,
Yeah.
I know. I've seen people do it. And I hate I never experienced it. I'm just not getting to a point where I'm like, you know what? I fucking love life right now.
Yeah.
It's because I've been going through this journey.
Yeah.
Because at first it was always, okay, I'm clean, but what next?
Yeah.
That was always my thing. I'd be in treatment hearing people, I'm just fucking happy. I'm not using the day. I'm fucking happy with this. I'm like, bro, there's 50 fucking motherfuckers around us. We eating this nasty ass food. We gotta sit in this fucking class for 8 hours. That's a work shift, my nigga. And you telling me you happy just cause you sound
You couldn't
dumb
see
as
it.
fuck, bro.
You couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're seeing it all gray. Because
I was
at that
great.
moment, it was there.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
fuck that.
That's real.
Even when I got out this time and I'm doing good and I'm progressing, I'm still sitting here. I'm like, it don't matter how many times somebody will come up to me, man, I'm so proud. I see what you're doing. I'd be like, bro, hey, I'm broke, my nigga.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
No doubt.
I'm in grind mode.
Yeah.
And it's like now, I'm just not getting to a point where I'm like, fuck.
I can
That was
see
a
it.
fun ass fucking ride, bro.
Yeah.
I can see it.
But I never had that pink cloud. I just couldn't get it. I was
get
always
it.
living in the moment, in reality.
Because it came to the identity like we talked about last week. Because your identity wasn't where it wanted to be.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have the things that you wanted to have.
Yeah.
And so you had to start from the bottom. And because you had to start from the bottom, you're like, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I gotta start all over. Why is the climb so high? Yeah.
I had my
Fuck.
pink cloud from October to January.
Really?
It was very great. Yeah, yeah. Until I found out what the pink cloud was. He just ruined my pink cloud. I remember we was at the New Year's. I'm serious. We was at the New Year's. He told me that it was not gonna last long and all this stuff. And it ruined my pink cloud moment. And I think after that, he spoke something over me, because after that, the pink cloud was gone. But what do y'all think about the pink cloud? I know we don't really have much time to get into it, but.
No, man, I avoided it like the plague.
I love the pink cloud. It gave me that new lease on life.
Yeah.
So it was always, wow, this is nice. This is nice. Oh, food does taste good.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with sugar, cookies, cakes, all that stuff like that. All the stuff that, you substitute alcohol for. That became my life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pink cloud was nice to me.
Gotcha. Okay, let's move into influence during recovery. What influences are most important during recovery?
Community. Some type of spiritual background or belief. And to me, those two. You gotta have some type of outlet. You can't hold it all in. So I think community is a big influence.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you don't have the community, you're just kind of holding on.
Yeah.
You don't really have that outlet to say or get what's off your chest. Because in sobriety and recovery, life isn't perfect. You're gonna still have those uphill battles. You're gonna still have confrontations with people. You're still gonna have bad days. But as long as you have like an outlet of people, either they're in the houses with you in a sober living house or at the meeting. And sometimes it could be your sponsor, or it could just be somebody that's walking alongside that journey with you in sobriety.
Yeah.
You just need somebody that's there with you to go through the hard times, because sobriety is it's not all a bed full of roses. Yes, there's that pink cloud, but there still are bad days. There still are tough days. And you can feel up one day and then somebody can cut you off in traffic. And boy, you gonna go back to who you were, prior to you being in it, or prior to you getting into recovery. So it's always about that community. It's always about that support. It's about people just knowing what you're going through and being able to voice your frustrations without being judged.
Yeah, I agree. What y'all said, for sure.
But actually use the community too.
Yeah.
Because if you was stubborn like me,
That phone got heavy.
it didn't even get heavy. It was invisible.
Oh, wasn't even there.
Let's go past the phone. People. People were invisible. Like, no. But now I'm like, okay, I gotta talk. I gotta open. I gotta voice. I gotta say something. I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at early on, like Brittany will call it out, like, bro, you don't ask for fucking help. Like, I don't.
Yep.
I do a little bit now.
You did yesterday. I pulled it out of you.
You didn't pull it out. I was like, bro, I'm about to call you. Walk me through this.
He was trying to hang up the phone. Well, I wanted to send him something, and he wanted to hang up, and then he was like, "I'll just figure it out." I was like, "No, man.
He always tried it.
Shoot me the screenshot of what you see. So let's walk through this." I wasn't letting him off that phone, so he can say that he was like, "I do better now," but
I figured it out. And I felt proud when I sent that group text, like, look what I found. He was like, yeah, we're going to short that up. I was like, hey, you can do whatever you want after that. But
Learning.
it's just, it goes to my past, man. I don't ask for help.
Yeah.
I'm better with it now, but.
I understand.
Facts. Okay, going into becoming the influence. What point does someone realize their story is influencing others?
I realized my story was influencing others when a few people now asked me to be a sponsor. Like, that was probably the most humbling thing in the world. Like, I don't think I'd be talking nothing significant, bro. I'd really just be like, I'd be so serious when I say I just be talking shit. And this dude was like, man, you be my sponsor? I'm like, bro, I'm not qualified. I'm still working the steps myself. I need to get my life together. You can't have a half sponsor. Then he was like, man, okay, so what do I look for? I'm like, damn, you still asking for advice? He's like, man, just whatever's helping you, man. I'm like, well, all right, well, look for this, do this, do that. So that right there, I was like, man, to be an influence like that, that's what really gave me the passion to do something that, You probably get no recognition. You won't die of glory of a fine man. But you know what? I could at least say I gave that man a couple months.
Yeah.
And I hope I gave him a life. Well, you know what? Take that back. Gave him a couple months to find somebody to help him get a life so he could help another person.
For me, it was when I became a sponsor, and I had like 3 to 4 people I was sponsoring at once. And when people would just constantly ask me to be their sponsor, it was like that moment of, oh, you are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You are walking in the right path, because people want you to sponsor them. They want your assistance, because whatever you're doing or whatever you're saying or whoever you're helping, it's helping this person. So I want your help. I want your assistance.
Yeah.
So it gave me that, in a way, glorification that you're in the right spot. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because people want to work with you. There's all these other people that can sponsor you, but for whatever you said in this meeting, it hit home.
Yeah.
And I like your vibe. Like, people would tell me that, like, I like your vibe. I like the way you carry yourself. I like the way you handle yourself. Like, you're not all out in the open, if I can talk, but you're not all out there where you want all the attention on you.
Yeah.
You just want people to see, how you live your life. And like, you walk them through the process, you walk them through the steps, and you're not, always like, the best way I could put it is micromanage. I don't micromanage anybody that I sponsor. I let them do what they want to do. If they want to call me, they want to text me, they want to reach out, great. Because I can talk to you either every day or every other day, but I'm not going to be that one where you got to text me every single day, tell me what you're grateful for, everything like that. I would always just put the ball in their court and see if they want to play. If not, so be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one sponsor, and there's so many people, it hit home.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I realized my story was influencing others when people started to want to get sober too, around me. And like my friends and my family would be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna not drink for 21 days because you're not drinking. Or now people are asking me to share my story on platforms and on pews. I just got asked to share my testimony at a church on the 29th. So those things make me realize, like, dang.
We there.
Okay, I'll send you an invite.
Absolutely.
Those things made me realize, like, dang, yeah, my story really is influencing other people. But I've always had the gift of influence. I just wasn't using it, I think, in the way that I was supposed to be using it. Well, I know I wasn't using it the way I was supposed to be using it. So, yeah.
You're shooting it for the dark. Now let's go to the light.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pop your shit a little bit more for you, man, because you jumped in this head first, didn't me?
Thank you.
Like, you did. I remember when you first met, I'm like the bonfire. I'm like, I ain't never seen this person before. Who is this?
My second week.
And then after that, you at the Alamo Club, you at the event, you doing everything, bro.
Thank you.
Applaud.
Yeah.
You really
Thank you.
jumped in this head first, man,
I
for real.
appreciate it.
I told you this, you knew the assignment, and you know the assignment, and you just still stick to the assignment.
I want it. I
If
want it.
anything, you are this is the definition right here. When we be at treatment centers and we say, you never have to do this again. Because you did, listen, I fucked up a lot.
It's okay. You never have to do this
times.
again. You never have to do this again.
Unfortunately, I kept going back for research.
That's okay.
Put it like that. But man, for real, proud
Thank
of
you. I appreciate it. So what responsibility comes with resharing your recovery journey personally?
I struggled with it to start in the beginning because I got it figured out in a sense, and I try not to tell myself that I got it figured out, because then that just sets myself up for possible failure. The responsibility it gives me is I just have to continue to keep living my life, and I don't try to put too much pressure on who stays and who leaves. As long as I give them the game plan, like I give them the playbook essentially, and I say, this is what's going to happen if you do this. This is what's going to happen if you do that. It's up to you if you want to stick to the plan or if you want to write your own plan. Because writing your own plan, I see what happens when you do that. So it gives me a responsibility to share my experience, strength, and hope. It gives me the responsibility to give the knowledge, to give what I've seen other people do and how I've learned and gained wisdom from that.
Yeah.
So that's my responsibility, to share that message, share that light with anybody who's willing to hear it. And if they don't take it, that's okay.
Yeah.
I know that I was fulfilling essentially my contract by giving them that message.
Right. Good.
I was thinking about the answer, and I had like, I don't know if an arrogant answer, but it's not arrogant. It's just real shit.
What?
This right here. Like this shit right here, bro,
It's real shit.
is the fucking responsibility. Like, I'm about to pop my shit. I don't give a fuck.
Go ahead.
Bro,
Pop
right
it.
now, we
Pop it.
and I started putting this like together of different people from different backgrounds, different outlooks, even going in recovery. You went to Milford, did everything the right way. You came into it fucking headstrong. I came into it with the rebellious fuck you, and yet you have 3 fucking influential people right here with stories and fucking abilities
And wisdom.
to do some shit. Wisdom, that's the word I'm looking for. I was popping too hard, so I forgot how to speak.
My bad.
Hey, no, you help me. I was, but this, man, sober talk, fucking living it. Like the stuff we talk, the stuff I talk about, man, I talk about what's going on right now, man. Like, yeah, the pink cloud, it fades. Yes, it's gonna be struggle days. Let's talk about it. Yes, it's gonna be hiatus. Yes, it's gonna be success. And yes, it will all end one day. This right here, bro, it's my responsibility to fucking keep this going and to share how I'm feeling. So somebody new can know it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I always say that I believe that we are brought out of something to bring other people out of it, or to just share how we came out of it. And like you said, it'll reach who it's supposed to reach. Like we all are reaching different people, even sitting on the same platform. I could be reaching somebody different, you could, and you could. So I definitely know that it comes with the responsibility of just stewarding it well. That's one thing that I pray for, is for me to steward it well and to remain humble in the process, and always remain humble in the process of it. Because I know that God has a calling on my life that's pretty big, and I know that because of just everything I went through. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's becoming more clear every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of Sober Talk. Can't wait to see y'all next week. Have a good night. Peace.
peace.